I'm Michael Kingston, the founder of Seeda, and today I'm speaking with one of our favorite customers, Steve Garrison, who's Chief Marketing Officer of Stellar Cyber, a California based B2B software company. Before you worked with Seeda's marketing mix model platform, what challenges were you facing as a CMO?
Well, Michael, I'll tell you, frankly, I had a blind spot. And I think a lot of the digital marketeers know that today's journey is long before they fill out a form. It could be 10, it could be 20. Some say it's 28 steps. And that sequencing of reading a blog on Reddit and being aware of who we are, then maybe starting to follow us on LinkedIn, then seeing we're at a regional event. They walk by and see the actual team and the demo. This becomes really complicated and we could waste a lot of money, Michael. So the short answer is you filled a key blind spot in helping Stellar Cyber understand what sequencing of media brings people to the forum faster and more cost effectively.
How do you use the insights from Seeda to improve your channel mix and strategy today?
Well, we like to think we have a resilient lead channel. We have 12 different ways to buy traffic and manipulate traffic. And it's the obvious things like Reddit, LinkedIn, Google, Bing, etc. And understanding how much to spend in each. And again, putting together a playbook is pretty much impossible. We have an SEO, SEM agency, we have an in-house digital team, and we have an in-house business analytics team looking at our funnel. But the missing link has been, how much do I spend in Reddit? Am I spending enough or should I spend more? And frankly, Seeda has been exceptional in helping us realize one of our gold mines is Reddit. And we've immediately spent more money there and seen immediate return, Michael. So having visibility in which action to take is worth its weight in our mutual agreement and contract. Thank you very much.
And how has Seeda helped you prove ROI to the exec team and your board?
Well, at this stage, we're still early stage, which is just making better use of the funds that we have, Michael, and making sure that we've got the right weighting. And frankly, we were spending too much with our good friends at LinkedIn and Microsoft, and we've taken some of that share and put it into Reddit. Now, what I always test for is elasticity. And what that means is if I double my spend in Reddit, do I get double the highly qualified form fill outs or traffic that I expected? And if so, I've used this as a way to go to the board and to go to the CEO and say, I found a way to be elastic and digital. Let's go. Because we all understand that physical events and field events, they're good. They break through the noise, but they're expensive, they're logistically heavy, and they're not elastic. You don't get that nice, just turn the knob, spend more, and all of a sudden you get more eyeballs, right? So we're all on digital, and you've been exceptionally helpful in understanding us how to allocate budget. Phase two of our thinking is to work with you on new enhancements to the machine learning models for very specific asks. For example, what kinds of events are better return, and whether it be influencing pipeline or creating new pipeline. We do big, medium, and small events, and we really don't have a good way to understand the budgeting for that yet, other than yes, the field needs it, and yes, partners need it. But I expect phase two of our project to help me understand more about how to load balance that budget. Where are the most impactful events? And again, back to the playbook idea, at what sequence in meeting people is it important to drive traffic to that event?
And how has Seeda helped you get more return from your Salesforce investment?
Well, it's exceptionally important. And if you don't know the traffic coming into the funnel, all you're looking at is the classic first meeting, second meeting, POC, negotiation, close. Everybody breaks down their Salesforce differently, but at the end of the day, you're reacting to data that's already in the funnel versus understanding how it got there, what journey it came through to get there. And a lot of people think about SEM and SEO as the primary ways to understand that, but they're wrong, because yes, I bought a keyword. Great. And yes, it entered the funnel, but I really don't have an understanding of how that ad impacted that person's journey. Because what we want to do, Michael, is have more leads come in that don't want a first meeting. They want to go right to POC. And you need all three parts of these puzzles together. So if you're throwing data into Salesforce and spending lots of money and hoping that your funnel metrics in Salesforce give you the answer to a really well-run RevOps closed loop lead creation system, you're missing 2/3 of the data. 1/3 everybody does, that's SEM, SEO, but the understanding of the media mix is critical. So again, Seeda helped us fill a blind spot, and we're getting far more understanding from Salesforce because we know the source of the data as it traverses the funnel and what people did before they came into our Salesforce instance. This is critical.
If you were speaking to another CMO in an elevator, how would you explain the value of Seeda's marketing mix modeling?
Well, Michael, that's a great question, and it's really good to focus in on this. I think to me, because I'm in cybersecurity and everything about our business is visibility. If you can't see it, you can't react to it. And media mix companies, and of course, we're proud to be working with Seeda, fill in our blind spots of being able to assess what touch points created an active, engaged, highly engaged buyer. And it's really the missing link. Search engine marketing and optimization only buy traffic, but it tells you nothing about how they're engaging with other properties, other channels, other vendors. Media mix companies fill in that blind spot and bring a lot of intelligence to the data.
As you know, Seeda isn't just a self service tool, we provide expert marketing scientists as well. How valuable has this advisory service been for you?
Oh, Michael, that's such an important question. And I'm glad you asked because I would not buy your service without the people. I don't believe there's a tool that's turnkey off the shelf in the Google or Amazon or Apple App Store that would just go because I know my data and my business is unique. Yes, there's thousands of cybersecurity companies, but the way we want to engage and build a relationship with people, we believe is unique to us. And you cannot understand that without a media mix company. And there's two parts to that. First, their ability to analyze the data. They need to understand marketing. Your team understands marketing. Second, they need to be machine learning and analysis experts to be able to craft models and tune them to my asks and my team's needs. And your team just knocks it out of the park. It's people plus technology that are important for a media mix company to bring to the table, not just some app that supposedly plays and goes. I just do not believe it's there yet. Now, maybe in 20 years, great, but today you need the team plus the tool.
What sort of business impact do you expect to see over the next few years with Seeda?
Well, that's a great question. It's going to be a journey, Michael, and working with you, but the first phase of the project's been wonderful because we've immediately been enlightened where to spend more in an elastic way, meaning we've already seen return on that spend by realizing that was the right place to ramp up. And our first goal is to use the budget we have and just be more efficient at it. Our second goal is to build playbooks for different personas and be able to actually mimic that strategy globally. And so I'm expecting rough numbers, year one, just a huge efficiency gain. We predict we're going to get twice the number of leads with the existing budget this year. Number one. Number two, assuming conversions stay stable or only get better, that should lead to a significant increase in pipeline in year two. Michael, I don't know if it's going to be 1-to-1, but I'm certainly willing to tell people internally this should be a 20 to 40% increase in actual closed won pipeline, given the way leads behave today. Year three, I think we'll be able to actually increase that conversion and maybe get 70, 60, 70% attainment in the pipeline just because we're doing such a good job of bonding with people because we know the sequencing of how to engage with them to make more powerful, memorable impressions with them on their journey.
Excellent, excellent. And ballpark, Steve, give me a ballpark in revenue.
Oh, well, in our world, that would be millions of dollars of revenue, Michael. Definitely um, in the high single digits, passing 10 million,
Okay,
potentially
great.
very significant revenue. So on an ROI basis, without giving away your contract cost, we're talking about insane ROI here.
Yeah, excellent. All right.
Yeah.
Thanks, Steve.